I recently was talking to my mom and dad about my YouTube channel and everything and my goals and aspirations and dreams, and my dad was talking to me about it, and I've heard this from many people talking about like how are you going to make it big and motivation and stuff when you haven't really accomplished anything. And really every time I hear it I'm like, you're right. Like Tony Robbins came from nothing. Eric Thomas came from nothing. Like they're both homeless and then they make, they use their inspiration and everything. They have stories. They have, I haven't felt tragedy in my life. I haven't had a parent die. I wasn't homeless. I had a pretty good upbringing and everything. Like parents didn't have a lot of money, but they had enough to give us what we needed and to get us by. And so my answer to this question, as I've thought about it a lot, is yeah, I haven't made $1 million. And yeah, I haven't done anything where it's like, wow, this guy's amazing. I haven't like gone out and played on the Olympic team for my sports. All of my success, all of my growth is mental. I went from not a very good kid. Like I was going to multiple counselors. I was in anger management. I was a bad kid. I got so mad at my mom once I set the fire alarms off in our house because I don't know why. Why not? And to now, the amount of growth I've had, the place where I'm at, where I'm happy all the time, and I can't stay down and dwell on things for very long. The emotional side of me is so stable, like, yeah, I get depressed sometimes, yeah, I get down, but it doesn't last that long because I've programmed my mind to be able to bounce back from these kind of things, and it took a lot of work. And a lot of my videos, I know you guys will recognize that a lot of what I'm saying and all my stuff is stuff you've heard before. I just kind of reworded that kind of stuff. That's because I spend so much crazy amount of time listening to videos. Like at school, I'm walking around, I'm listening to videos. When I wake up, I'm listening to videos. I'm showering. When I'm doing anything, I'm listening to videos. I'm listening to motivation, inspiration, constantly feeding my mind so I can portray that information to you. A lot of psychologists, a lot of these speakers that you hear today, you think they have a lot of original ideas, and they don't. It's a lot of, they're taking it from books and rewording it and telling you in a different way. People don't like to read, so they take information from books, and that's why a lot of times you don't understand where their information is coming from. But I guarantee you a lot of the shit you're listening to is reportrayed. And so I do the homework for you guys. I do the work of listening to these videos, writing notes, making ideas. I have a lot of original ideas as well, but a lot of what I say comes from other people. But like psychologists and stuff, like that's a lot of what they do. They take what people say and then they reword it, they disprove it, or they would, like that's a part of what it is. So when people ask me, what have I accomplished? What have I had to go through? And it's like, my mental state is so solid. So there has not been something that has struck me that has taken down this wall since I built it up. There's been things that have made dents in it and cracks, but I've repaired it. My mind is I'm so mentally strong. Like in sports and stuff, I used to kind of, lazy around, whatever happens. And I'm at the point now, I force myself to run cross country, and not only run it, but to work my ass off. First season of cross country, I ran varsity, and I wasn't the worst on the team. Second season, I ran varsity. Like, I worked my ass off. And through these experiences that I've forced myself to have, like cross country, I have learned lessons of, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. If I'm not going to die from running my heart out, then why not? If I'm not going to die from trying something and failing, then why not? If I'm not going to die, why not try it? Because in reality, everyone's fears, everything is rooted back to the idea that you're going to die. You don't want to fail because you don't want to lose the money. You don't want to be stuck. Or you don't want to fail because you worry about someone else's opinion of you. And that's just some real bullshit. Gary Vee's like, he's like, I understand it's fake hard though. Like, you're putting it on yourself. Everything that I have right now in my life, the friends, the acquaintances, the family, the relationships I've built, the sports I'm in, the success that I've had is almost all non-material. I have worked so hard on my mind and how I think and how I talk to others, how I react to situations, everything. I have worked so much on myself that I am night and day from where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You would not recognize me from the person I was a year ago. And I was in a good place a year ago, and you won't recognize me a year from now because I'm constantly working on myself. So yeah, I don't I don't have a lot of success. I don't have a lot of money, but I do what I need to do to get to the point where I am. When I'm faced with a hard situation, I look at what are the positives. And that's so hard for so many people. I look at what is going on. When someone wrongs me, I look at why did they do that. When someone wrongs me, I learn to forgive quickly. Not for them, but for me. I am as happy as can be 98% of the time because of how much I've worked on myself. So if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, that's fine. But understand that I know what I'm talking about. I have devoted years to listening to this, and I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped listening. The only time I stopped was when I got in a lot of trouble for doing something really bad. Other than that, and that was at the beginning. I was in a rough place. I had bad friends making me make bad decisions. I've learned lots of lessons, and every lesson I've learned has been the hard way. I learned you really have to be careful of the friends that you surround yourself with, because whether or not you realize it, you become them and they become you, in ways. And so I started doing everything they were doing. I got into drugs. I'm just gonna be honest, I got into drugs. I got into fucking with girls. Never did anything with them, but I was constantly like going after them in a, just not a very good person. And I said, fuck that. I'm sick of this. I don't like who I am. I don't like what I'm doing. So I'm in love with myself now. I am so proud of who I've become. And if you can't look at me and appreciate that, that's on you. Because I don't really care about your opinion. I just want you to realize that I'm not over here bullshitting you, watching one video a week, making a video on it. I am putting in the work. I am trying. I'm working my ass off. I don't have a lot of time to be making videos and all this, but the time I have, I love it. I love making it. I love talking to you guys. I love editing. I just love the process of making videos. And I know someday I'll be big. I know someday I'll be meeting you guys in person. But until then, I gotta keep on that grind, keep doing what I'm doing. So if you don't like who I am, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I understand. Not everyone's gonna like me. But you have to be able to respect my game, my work, what I do. I'm in school, I'm in sports. I've girlfriends on and off. I've had friends. Like I'm busy, but I'm graduating. And this summer, you are going to be so exploded with content. You're going to be like, what the hell is going on? And it's because I have free time finally. I've talked to my parents about it, and I said, let's use this summer as a trial era of, because YouTube's what I want to do with my life. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to make videos. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to spend the entire summer making videos, editing, recording, getting better, going out and going to speeches. For my birthday, I'm going out to watch Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, and these two other guys down in Colorado. Like, I'm going to be able to put in the work. So you watch me. And if you don't think I'm putting in the work I need to be, let me know. Because you're most likely right. But right now, I'm putting in as much work as I can. I'm trying as hard as I can. And I'm learning as much as I can. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I mean, we've got 700 and some subscribers. I don't know. It kind of fluctuates. But yeah, I'm gonna put in some work. I'm gonna give you guys some content, some life advice. I'm gonna start making like original motivational compilations, like of the ones you see on YouTube. But I'm also gonna be making original videos as well, where I'm talking to you like this, giving out life advice. So you guys just stay tuned. You're not going to regret subscribing to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all very much. Hope to see you guys in the next one. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.